Yeah, the way that camp impacted me is when I was a young guy, 12 years old, started going to a church in Omaha, made a couple friends there, and they told me immediately the thing we have to do, we have to go to camp. We have to go to church camp. I had no idea what that was, but they made it sound really fun. I didn't have any money. My parents were not able to send me to camp, so my buddy Wayne and I went and hoed bean fields for a week so we could earn enough money to afford camp. And we went off to a place called Risen Sun over by Lincoln, Omaha, between Lincoln and Omaha, and did a week of church camp. And it was a blast, and I loved everything about it. It had all the things that you would think about in a church camp, and the teaching and the worship services and the campfires, especially the campfires. And the week did have an impact on me. I was moved, and also had these two friends, Wayne and Doug, who were constantly encouraging me to do something with my heathen life. They saw me as this little heathen kid that they needed to save for Jesus, and so I'm really glad they saw that in me. And today, it was kind of aggravating at that point, but anyway, they kept encouraging me, and they were my friends, and I trusted them. So anyway, every night we'd have campfires. You probably remember what those were like, some of you who know what church camp is, and we'd sit around in this big circle, and a guy named Jerry Hopkins and his brother would play the guitar, and we'd sing these Christian songs, and it was, the ambiance was really cool, and it was pretty emotional. The kids would step forward in the campfire and give their confession of faith, and that went on all week. And my buddies were sitting one on each side of me, and they kept kind of leaning into me and says, "Are you going to do something? Are you going to go forward?" And I was kind of shy about that. Didn't really. Personally, it was kind of intimidating for me to think about doing something like that, but I knew inside of me I was ready for that commitment, for that moment when I say yes to Christ. And finally, I think it was probably the last night of the campfire. They sang that song they sang every night, "Just As I Am," and probably about 43 verses, I don't know, but a lot. I think probably somebody told them, the little sinner over there by Wayne and Doug, he's probably ready, just keep going until he comes forward. And so anyway, I remember walking forward, and I was terrified, and I was ready to submit my life to God. Even since that day, I still remember two friends who loved me that much that they would invite me to a camp and would hang with me during the course of my upbringing and let me know Jesus. I appreciate that so much. That's my camp story in a nutshell.